Hey guys, and welcome to Gwent, the Witcher card game. My name is Jaggerous, and today I have a deck for you which ponders the question, just how many times can you play Johnny? And my current thinking is 3. So we have Johnny in our deck, we have Decoy, and we have Sigurdrifa to resurrect him. So we can play him 3 times within this deck. Alternatively, you could play him in a Nilfgaard deck and run like Emir and Cahir and Decoy, in which case I think you could play him 4 times. But because, you're going to be discarding gold cards, you need to have a deck that kind of works a little bit with that. So we have Ciri Dash and we have Cerys here, which are going to be our golds to discard, basically. And then we'll see kind of how it goes, depending on what golds we draw from our opponent and whatnot. We can maybe try and find some good ones. It's a bit of a dumb deck. I don't know how successful it's going to be. On top of that, we have a discard kind of base deck underneath here. We have, Clan and Crate Raiders, which can be discarded. We've got the Clan Dimun Pirate Captains, which will get boosted every time you discard, which actually works really nicely with Johnny, because obviously he's discarding gold cards. We have the 3 Clan Dimun Pirates, which we're going to discard. And within our deck, we have the Skirmishers, which we can also discard and then resurrect with the Priestess of Freya for points, because these get strengthened every time they go to the graveyard. So there's lots of options for cards that we're going to discard, which will hopefully buff our Pirate Captains, along with synergizing with the Johnny discards, and maybe helping us find Ciri Dash. So this is the deck. On top of that, we have a Morkvarg in here, which we can discard, and then if we play Alza's Double Cross, that'll draw us Johnny to help us guarantee it. We have Svanrega to, again, draw cards and discard. We have our Resurrect. Sigurdrifa will allow us to resurrect Johnny. Decoy will allow us to replay Johnny. And then our gold cards, we've got Coral, which is just a generally good card. We have Cerys, which is a card you can discard because it will get resurrected from your graveyard with all the resurrects. Ermion, again, he's just for deck thinning. And then we have Ciri Dash, which when it goes to the graveyard goes back into your deck. So discarding her is actually pretty good. The alternative you could have played in this deck is maybe Avalak for more kind of deck cycling. But this is kind of how I like to play it. And without further ado, I'm going to jump into a casual game and showcase this deck in action for you. If you like this deck, hit that thumbs up button. And let me know what you think in the comments below.
Mead! More mead! Sit at my table and let's drink!
Okay, so we're actually up against another brand deck, so this is going to be interesting. I'm wondering if this person is running Queen's Guards or not. In terms of Mulligan, we want to get rid of any Raiders that we have. Pirate Captains aren't too bad. We have Johnny and Morkvarg, which is quite nice, which means we can play Morkvarg rather than just discarding him. Or alternatively, we could Mulligan him and discard him so that he resurrects and does a tick on Coral. We don't actually on Coral, on Cerys. We don't have Cerys, so I think we just play Morkvarg. Ciri Dash in hand is really nice because it means we can straight Johnny that, and that's a really good starting play. 1 Priestess of Freya, 1 Sigurdrifa. I'm going to Mulligan at least one of my Pirate Captains, yeah, because I want to find a Dimun Captain. I think we'll stick with this for now. I don't think this is too bad of a hand. The one thing we could do is Mulligan a Priestess of Freya, because we'll find them later on. And that's not a bad play. Oh my god, we have all of our gold cards. So we can actually Johnny the Ciri Dash, and then we can Johnny the Cerys. That's one of the plays we could make here. So let's play Johnny. But we don't have Decoy is the problem. And I think we discard Ciri Dash first. And get her just straight into the graveyard. It means we get a gold card from our opponent's deck. So we have 2 Cerys. Oh my god, this is going to be amazing. This is going to be amazing. Oh, you gotta be feeling the salt when you see that. I feel the salt when I see that. There's a Warlock. If he kills Johnny, it's actually fine because we can just resurrect him. Let's play our Dimun Pirate Captains and start to thin the deck. Thinning the deck is always good. So we're actually in a pretty sweet spot here with our double Cerys. Oh man, imagine if we got a 3rd Cerys. Can you imagine? Well, this is what I mean about this deck, is it's a bit silly, and sometimes you get really cool interactions like this. He didn't kill Johnny. Sad times. Sad times. So that's triggered. I guess he discarded his Cerys. Yeah, that's triggered one of her respawn timers. So let's just thin our deck some more. We can play this and then discard our Clan and Crate Raiders. Was 1. There's 2. And there's 3. And they'll all come back out. Obviously, we would have discarded Morkvarg there if we'd had him in the deck, but he's in hand, so we can just play him. Although actually we can still discard him here with the Ermion, or we discard both of our Cerys, but I think we don't want to discard both of our Cerys because the idea with the Cerys is that we want to trigger their resurrects, but we also want to be able to use them with what's he called? We want to be able to use them with our Resurrecting Morkvarg. So, oh no, with Johnny, sorry. So then we don't really want to discard both of our Cerys cards, I don't think. But we can definitely discard... So the question is, do we discard the Skirmisher and Cerys or Morkvarg and Cerys? If we discard Morkvarg, it'll do a trigger on our Cerys. I think we discard the Skirmisher? Yeah, let's discard the Skirmisher. And you can see all of the discarding is getting us some points. I really want Johnny to die so that I can resurrect him, but we can always resurrect him on the next turn. That's also an option. We just need to be a little bit careful with row stacking, because obviously if we stack too many rows, that's going to be a bit awkward. The other thing we could do is play Cerys, but then we don't have a good gold card to discard, because I don't really want to discard Coral, is the kind of thinking with Johnny. So we'll kind of see what comes out here. Kill Johnny! Kill him! He's probably not. He's probably going to go for a 5, because it's worth more points. But then it's not as good for his Coral. Yeah, kill Johnny. Do it. Oh, he didn't kill Johnny. Feels bad. I don't know what we play here. We could play a Pirate Captain. We could just play Morkvarg. Let's just play Morkvarg. I don't think we're going to discard him. We don't have Svanrigger in hand, unfortunately. So we'll just play him.
Hey,
Oh, he locked my Morkvarg, and then he took my Skirmisher! What is this? This is rude as heck. Rude as heck. Potentially we just play a Pirate Captain and try and take this round. I feel like taking this round is kind of important for us. So this isn't a terrible play. He obviously, you know, would rather we didn't do that.
Her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
There's a Resurrect. So we could go for our own Resurrect and get our own Skirmisher out. That's not a bad play either. And just, you know, stick with his points. This will also give us another timer on our Cerys. But the problem is we have 2 Cerys, so that's kind of awkward in that regard. Because we really want them both to be timing down. And if we go for both of our Pirate Captains here, that's kind of awkward. I could take the draw, but he'll probably play another card. I think we pass for the draw. The thing is, he'll probably play another card, and then that puts us in a really awkward spot. Oh, he's taking the draw as well. This is actually quite good for us. Round ended in a tie. Okay. So now we can resurrect Johnny and put this other Cerys in the graveyard. But this is going to time out his Cerys. But then we have a couple, so it should be should maybe be okay. I have no idea. Double resurrect is nice. This is nice. Let's see what gold cards he has. Let's make our day better. What do I want to mulligan? Do we mulligan a resurrect to try and find decoy or dash? I feel like we probably do. Oh, we got a Skirmisher. He can be discarded, but it's not that good for us. He has to go first, which is kind of good for us. Right, so let's play Sigurdrifa into Johnny.
Good grief.
Discard this Cerys. What do we get? We got an Ermion! Oh, this is actually quite good for us. This is actually quite good for us because we can discard the Skirmisher.
Gods.
Did we discard the Resurrect? Did we discard the Resurrect? Oh, we draw 2 cards first. So yeah, we could definitely discard the Skirmisher, which isn't too bad. He's going to go for the bear, surely. But then maybe he doesn't have a good target for the bear. I guess he hit Morkvarg, because then Morkvarg resurrects. This is actually quite good because we can maybe get more Resurrects and then trigger both of our Ceryses. And also we can potentially find Ciri. Give me Ciri. There's Ciri. What else do we got? Svanrigger. So we discard... If we discard Ciri, she'd go back into the thing and maybe we could find her again. We discard that Skirmisher. Do we discard Ciri? Maybe we discard Ciri and take a risk and try and find her with Svanrigger. Or we discard the Priestess. I don't think we discard the Priestess because she's still going to be worth similar to 12. So I think we discard Ciri. And then we try and Svanrigger the Ciri. Because this is also buffing our Pirate Captains, bear that in mind. Although I've already played one of them. Right, Svanrigger, do your thing.
I shan't let you down.
Oh, there's Ciri. So do we keep the 15 Ciri? I think we keep the 15 Ciri and discard the Priestess of Freya. If we discard the Priestess of Freya, we can't resurrect the Axeman dude, but they're only worth like 10. So this is a better play. Especially as those 15 points are protected.
In blood.
Currently we're going to Coral the back row, but we'll probably play Coral last. That's usually what we do. I don't know if we have enough points here is my only worry. Because we didn't do our resurrecting, which means, like, I think our Cerys is quite close to being resurrected too. Yeah, but we kind of discarded our resurrects, which was kind of a silly thing to do.
What's this?
He's gonna coral me, maybe? What's he gonna play? Ermion? But he would have played Ermion. Ermion must still be in his deck, because I got it from Johnny.
I can do a great deal.
So we'll coral for 9. I did the back row. Was that more than 9? That was probably more than 9. Let me work this out. I think 6, 3, and 13 is what we coral, but I don't think it's going to be enough points. Or 13 and 11. That's probably more. This is worth 6. This is 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the middle row is worth more for coral.
I can do a great deal more for you.
Oh, it's not enough. It's not enough, you guys. I think if we'd maybe played the Resurrects and tried to pull the Ceryses, it would have gone better. But it's not to be. It's not to be. But that's the gist of the kind of Johnny strategy. We'll send a good game, and we'll jump into another game.
There will be no negotiation.
Sit at my table and let's drink.
Okay, so we're up against Ethne, and Ethne is generally dwarfs. Again, we're mulliganing our raiders. In terms of blacklisting, we want to mulligan our raider, and then a skirmisher, and then another raider. That's actually not a bad way to do it. We have one Dimun Pirate, which is nice. We have Cerys and Johnny, which is nice, which means we can actually open with Johnny into Cerys and get her straight into the graveyard, which will buff our other cards, which is nice. And you go. And we got Say Synthesis. Okay, this is possibly the worst gold card we could have traded that for. Because, you know, look at all these elves and dwarfs that we're playing. Though what you can actually do is you can use Johnny to discard Say Synthesis and pull another dwarf. That's also an option. We have Morkvarg in hand. Ideally, we probably want to discard Morkvarg, but before we do that, we want to deck thin. So we may as well go with King Bran and get rid of these raiders. 1, 2, and 3. This is where I pull Royal Decree. It's going to be Royal Decree, Say Synthesis, and, you know, maybe this is a starter deck. Who knows? Who knows? This is the risk. You know, if people are playing janky golds, you end up with their janky golds in hand. I can't actually kill this. It's in the deck some more. It's annoying, but it is what it is. I think this might be control. I thought it was going to be dwarfs, but it's control.
Peace with humans? I buy that.
Okay, so then we Svanrigger. And we can actually discard our Morkvarg, and that would help our... I was going to say we could discard a Morkvarg, and that would help our Cerys, but we may as well discard a Skirmisher, because we don't need these at all. And we can always resurrect that this turn now to get some points with it. And that would then actually buff it for the next round as well, which would be quite good, and help our Cerys to basically be triggered. What is this weather? We could cap the row here. The thing is, we don't really want to resurrect... I'm going to take 3 damage on the next turn. We don't really want to resurrect something onto the front row. Potentially we pass. I think we just pass here. You know, they still have to play cards to catch us up, so this is okay. And it also limits how much their Dragoons can do, because they've only been able to tick for a few rounds. Situations like this where I kind of regret taking Donar out of this deck. That's the play. Okay, it's dwarfs and elves. That's the thing. Okay, we'll get on with it. It'll be fine. I maybe should have played Morkvarg though, because now he's not resurrecting. That was my only kind of concern with Morkvarg, is now he's not resurrecting. What are we gonna draw? Dash, and can I have Sigurdrifa, please? I need to be able to resurrect my Johnny so I can discard my dash. We're gonna mulligan. We got so many priestesses. Maybe we mulligan the skirmisher. Let's mulligan the skirmisher. There's Sigurdrifa. Okay. Right, it's fun time. So I think we discard Ciri, right? This is clearly trying to get card advantage. But the thing is, if I resurrect Johnny and then she just passes, that's going to be a bit awkward, because this might just be a Ciri dash, like a Ciri pass.
What do you need?
At least now I don't think I can get Ciri, so that's nice. Or do we discard Say Synthesis? I think we must discard Ciri dash. They've got the same value in this situation, but Ciri going into the graveyard like that can be useful. A bronze special card from your deck. We have no bronze special cards! For fuck's sake! And I can't decoy... Oh, I can decoy Johnny now. I think we have to decoy Johnny and discard Ithlane. But what if I get another Ithlane? What if? Like, this is no good for us. Don't give me Ithlane. Give me something else. Oh my god, I think the only card left in their deck is Ithlane. It's all going terribly wrong. It's all going terribly wrong. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, discarding there got us, like, a little bit of a benefit. But there's Ciri in all of her glory. Oh dear. What do we mulligan here? We mulligan Ithlane. Like, you can piss off. Oh my god. This should pull us a pirate captain, right? I think this pulls us a pirate captain, which is actually pretty good. Alright, let's open with Morkvarg. Oh, Jesus Christ. We have 3 resurrects, which is not quite enough to trigger Cerys, unfortunately. Oh, this entire situation is hilarious. Oh, you've not quite killed him. Kill him for me. I'll really appreciate you if you kill him. Like, if she kills him, that would actually be really good for us. Let's just play Ciri. We got our synthesis here. We're totally gonna win. They definitely do not see this one coming.
Who am I to kill?
Oh, Jesus, that Scorch is gonna be a problem. I want to go resurrecting things. Although, actually, if I go resurrecting...
We serve her.
If we resurrect the skirmisher and then she kills it, I can just resurrect it again with more points. It's just not too bad of a play. I feel like I'm going to get Skellige Stormed. She can always replay Skellige Storm with Ethne, and she can replay Scorch. I think we're going to get Scorched to death. That's an interesting play. Look, I've got Synthesis, and there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, Jesus. The thing is, I don't want to resurrect too much here. I want her to Scorch me. There it is. Thanks for that, buddy. She's possibly got another Scorch in hand, though, and can play a third one. So let's just keep going with this dude. We'll bring him back.
Not get in the way of me axe.
I'm not going to get quite enough resurrects, though. This is the problem.
They can hide, but there is no escape.
No! Shoot Morkvarg! Why don't you shoot Morkvarg? Why do you hate me? I guess we play a pirate captain, but he's just going to get burned. But then we could also just double cross another one out, so it's fine.
What's this on one?
We have a lot of points, which is good.
Your breath will avenge us, Dwan.
Are you trying to make them the same strength? I feel like you're trying to make them the same strength. Don't think she's going to kill this skirmisher anymore. What can we resurrect? An 8. That's not great. Let's play this. Hey, it did do what I thought it would do. Okay.
Told you it'd be worth it.
I mean, on the plus side, like, the fact that they're all different strengths is actually protecting me from Scorches. This is going to be a Scorch, isn't it? It's totally going to be a Scorch. I'm really sad that she didn't kill Morkvarg. Decoy. Put it on the front row. You'll do more damage. Front row. That's not the front row! Where's your chill?
Modron Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Where do I put this? I'm going to put this on the front row to try and encourage her to shoot it.
Pass. You gotta pay. Can't let you through elseways.
I'm going to get Scorched, though, but I don't think the Scorch is enough. Is the double Scorch enough? 5. Oh, she's got Saskia. No, she won't have Saskia, because I feel like I would have drawn it. She has, say, Synthesis, and she has Ithlane. So this is going to be another Scorch. Onto the 12, which is a 17-point play. Which is... not enough? It's not enough, you guys! Oh, dear. Oh my god, that was the dumbest game. Freaking Ithlane. But that's the Johnny Be Good deck, and it's a good fun deck to play. You know, we lost one, we won one. It's a good fun deck to play. It's a bit silly. You don't really know what's gonna happen. And similarly with the Copycat deck, which was my deck guide from yesterday, that it has the same situation where you don't really know how the deck is gonna go, so you just kind of have to wing it. And then if all else fails, you've got some pirate captains that'll help you out. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But yeah, let me know what you think of the deck in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you have any other kind of silly ideas for me to build decks around, again, let me know in the comments below. I will check them out and potentially make those decks. You can catch me live streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/Jaggerous. I'm on Twitter @Jaggerous. And you can always subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Gwent and other games. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. And hopefully I will catch you guys next time.